rolling. Roll that one. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's Nick here, and this is another Sharpen Up episode. We are leaving the dock single-handed here. Now remember, anything we do single-handed, we can add crew to and just make the job easier. So in this particular case, I want to get off this dock. I've got the wind blowing me off the bow, okay, and slightly off to starboard. So technically I can just release my lines and the boat will float away, okay? Cool, except for the fact that if I do that and it gets away from me too quickly, then I might end up out of control or not perfectly sorted. In this case, my stern line here is set up holding me this way. So right now I can actually engage in forwards here and it's going to hold me against my stern line and my midship string. Now I can actually release all my other lines without having to worry about where the boat's going. And it's really important that we never run, okay? We never run up down the boat. You've got to be able to do things in a way that is calculated and calm, because if you catch loops and things like this, and then it'll get you, okay? So even the wind is on my starboard bow, and if we take a look up at the flags there, we can see there's pressure on the flags on the starboard bow. I can feel the boat is drifting slightly away from the bow right now, but the power is holding it, so I'm actually comfortable. So now I can release this one here as well, because this is no longer doing anything because the engine is holding me in position. And this is a really good point. Look, I've just gotten a jam. This line has run through this crack and jammed on me. Now, if I was already floating away from the dock, I wouldn't be able to step off comfortably and release that jam. But because my stern line, there's another jam. That's a good crack. Because my stern line and my power from my engine is holding me in spot, I do not have to rush, I do not have to worry. It is all about being in control and going step by step. Now, of course, if you're at the helm, you've got a crew, you can be staying at the helm, managing your situation while your crew does this. That's fine. But you want to make sure that your crew is safe enough to be able to do it. The boat's not drifting away, anything like that. So, there's my stern line holding me in place here. Now, in this particular case, if I had a wind that was right off the bow and I needed help just getting the stern to come away, I can use this to do it for me because I've got my nice big ball fender sitting up here. Again, preparation is everything. I want this line run out, no knots or kinks or anything, no cracks in the pavement, so that it's ready to release here. Now I can go to neutral and I could come back and shift the boat back on this spring line. But in this case, the boat's already drifting away. So I turn my helm to starboard, kick into forward gear, just a tiny bit, to shunt the boat over. And now I can release this while the boat's drifting away. My bow is falling off just how I want it to, and I'm staying basically stationary. I can manage the distance to my stern here. If I was worried about anything, I could hold this line on. If I thought, hey, I'm too close, I just give it a little shunting forward, and then away we go. Now say I was in a very tight position with Marina over there. I could now use reverse, center my helm here, and I could rotate on the spot because I was in a tight, tight area, or there's boats on the other side. Turning my rudder all the way to port, I give it a small shunt and forwards, and it helps me rotate. This is basically like having a bow thruster without a bow thruster. Let's look at this drone shot there for a moment because it's a little bit low from the maneuver. And then now we're moving away from the dock just how I want to. Again, if I needed to gain control, I forgot my crew member. Stern to the wind. Remember, everything is about stern to the wind. So I just center my rudder and just bring my stern to the wind. And then I've got control. Look, I hope that was helpful. We're going to do a bunch of these videos, so please click on to the next video. The next one we're going to do, it will be in the options on the end screen to do single-handed docking stern to with a crosswind. That's what we're going to do here right now.